Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this video we got a new Michigan football video we're going to be covering and previewing Michigan's first week matchup against Western Michigan. So we're going to be getting into everything, what to expect from Western Michigan. Make sure you guys are subscribed around here. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the summer, and stay tuned and watch the whole entire video so you know what to expect with Michigan going up against Western Michigan. And let's get right into today's video. Alright, so we're going to jump right into everything. So Western Michigan had a record of 4-2 in the MAC and finished second in the MAC West Conference. So yeah, they finished second in the MAC West last season, and we're going to be going over their offense was actually really solid last year and actually scored at least 30 points or more in each of their game, except for against their last game, which was Ball State, which was the #1 team in the MAC West, and they lost 30-27. So they had closer games. One thing to look out for too is they went 4-0 in the first 4 games of the season, and then lost their last 2. But so yeah, they finished 4-2, second in the MAC West, and we're going to start with their defense here. So their defense allowed 34.17 points per game, a total of 205 points in the 6-game season they had, and they allowed 13 rushing touchdowns and 944 rushing yards. They also allowed 12 passing touchdowns and 1,454 total passing yards. And in total of their defense, their whole defense allowed 25 touchdowns and 2,398 yards in 6 games of their shortened COVID season last season. So their defense obviously was not great, as Akron, the first game, their defense actually did well. They held them to 13 points. Toledo scored 38 points in a crazy ending where Western Michigan won that in the final seconds. And Central Michigan put up 44 against them. Northern Illinois even put up 27 against them, and they went 0-6 last season, and they only won that game by 3 points. Eastern Michigan beat Western Michigan by 53-42, and then Ball State beat them 30-27. So their defense last year was not good, kind of like Michigan's defense. Michigan's defense was not good either, so don't expect their defense to be really that great in this game, and that's really why I think our offense will actually do well, and it should be a good first game for the Michigan Wolverines. Now, one guy on the defensive side to look out for too is the linebacker. His name is A.J. Thomas, and he was actually listed at number 78 on Bruce Feldman's college athlete freaks list. So he came in at number 78 as a linebacker. He is 6'2", 226 pounds, had a 4.57 40-yard dash time. He also played a little bit of corner last season. He wears number 6, so watch out for him on the defensive side this year. He actually also, I saw him against Toledo. He got one of the games I watched the highlights on. He got a pick 6 on. I'm not sure if it was against Toledo. I don't think it was. It was actually against Akron, so the very first game of the season he got a pick 6, I'm pretty sure. So watch out for him on the defensive side. That pretty much covers the defensive side of them. Like I said, defense was not that great for them, so our offense should really swell against their defense. Now, their offense was stellar last year. They had 41.67 points per game, 1,298 yards gained on the ground, 14 touchdowns. They had 14 touchdowns on the ground and 139 yards lost when they rushed the ball. And then passing wise, they had 18 touchdowns through the air, 286.50 yards per game on the passing side, and a total of 1,719 yards on the passing side. Now, their total offense, they averaged 479.7 yards per game with 34 touchdowns, 2,878 yards, and that was only in 6 games. Now, their red zone percentage, they went 19 for 26 times in the red zone, and they got a touchdown 19 out of the 26 times they were in the red zone. So they actually did very, very well in the red zone. Obviously could have gotten a couple more of those as touchdowns, and then they also finished 22 out of the 26 times with at least a score of a field goal or a touchdown. So that is the offensive side. Also, the other guy that to keep an eye out is number 11 wide receiver Jalen Hall. He was listed at number 82 on Bruce Feldman's college football freak athletes. Now, he's not as quick, but he is nearly as fast. He is much bigger. He's 6'3", 185 pounds. Caught 12 passes for 7 touchdowns with 323 yards last season. Now, Western Michigan also lost one of their key wide receivers, which was Dwayne Escaridge. He was the best receiver last year. He got actually drafted in the second round, picked number 56 overall in the NFL draft to the Seattle Seahawks. He actually did very, very well last season. All the games highlights that he was in there. He was catching passes, touchdowns. I mean, he was probably their best receiver last year, I'm pretty sure. And then obviously Jalen Hall this year should be one of their best receivers as well. But yeah, Dwayne Escaridge is not at Western Michigan anymore. They also had a crazy win against Toledo, which I mentioned. They had to kick the onside kick recovery. They got it. Then they faked the spike in the red zone. And Jalen Hall, which I just talked about him, one of the freak athletes listed on Bruce Feldman's list, he actually catched it for the game-winning touchdown. He was wide open because it was a trickery play. They faked the spike, so they won that game. And like I said, they did go 4-0 to start out the season, then lost the last 2 games. So they really could have won the MAC last season if they played better in their last 2 games. And actually against Ball State, it was only 30-27, and the last play was a lateral. Bunch of crazy things happened in that final seconds of that game. If you guys did not see that, that was a crazy ending, but they did end up losing that game. Alright, so we are actually almost done. I know we covered a whole lot right there, but yeah, I mean, we are pretty much covering everything. You guys need to know what they did last season. Now, as of the returning starters, I really didn't get much into that, but I know their starting quarterback did return. He is returning, so they do have their starting quarterback from last year, as well as obviously a couple other, or a lot more players that are returning as well. But the one player that did leave was Dwayne Escaridge, one of their best wide receivers, so he will be a huge loss for them. But they do have Jalen Hall, who is the number 82 freak list on Bruce Feldman's freak list. So, but yeah, I mean, they competed in a lot of high-scoring games in the MAC last season, and like I said, lost 2 games in their last 2 games there, and really could have won the MAC. Now, that pretty much does cover everything I wanted to talk about. Now I'm going to give my score prediction. I think Michigan will actually do well, at least offensively. I think they will do pretty good on the defense too. Western Michigan's offense was good though last season, so we'll see if it's good again this season. But yeah, I think Michigan will win this game 45-17. I'll give Western Michigan that 17 points because their offense was pretty dang good last season. And Michigan, I think they should be able to run away with this game. I don't think Western Michigan's defense is really that great. At least they weren't last year. Now, obviously, they might have returning players, and they could have, might have gotten better. So we'll see. On the defensive side for Western Michigan, I mean, the defense actually might be, kind of similar because Michigan's defense sucked last year too. So we'll see, but I think Michigan's defense will look a lot better with the new defensive coordinator in Mike McDonald. But yeah, overall, I think Michigan will win this game 45-17. Let me know down in the comment section below. With all of this being said and everything that you guys know now in this video, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think the score prediction will be. My score prediction 45-17 Michigan, and that will pretty much wrap it up, guys. The preview to Michigan's first week matchup against Western Michigan. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get to 500 subscribers by the end of the summer. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for all the support lately, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys week 1 when Michigan plays Western Michigan. Peace.